Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to my Fallout 4 Mod Spotlight series, where today we are having a look at the Jerrycan mod, which is being made by user M150. And what this glorious little piece of work looks to add into the game is a fun new Jerrycan weapon for you to enjoy. And I gotta admit, this is definitely a weird weapon mod, and I'm not 100% sure how to demonstrate this thing, because it's not like a normal weapon. When I first saw this on the Nexus, I figured, oh, it's just gonna be like a reskinned flamer. No, that is not what this is. This is quite literally a jerrycan full of fuel that you dump into the world to then light with another weapon. It's a very unusual weapon. I was about to say gun, it's really not. And I like it. I think it's weird and wacky enough to fit in this game, and does serve as kind of an interesting trap gun, which is kinda cool. So let's jump on over this way and have a look at what exactly we do get with the Jerrycan, which in its most basic and standard form, and also its only form, a little bit more on that in a moment, it will do no damage because it doesn't actually shoot things. It does use a new oil ammunition for its fuel, because of course it does, with a firing rate of 27, a range of 11, accuracy of 53, and a weight of 8. A little bit lighter than I thought it would be, but not too bad. And as you can see, it is, yeah, it's a big old fuel canister with just some handles bolted onto it. And I love that. It's just such a simple, weird little thing, and it has brought me quite a lot of entertainment since I started messing around with it. Now, as for the whole thing about it being the only form of the weapon, that's because there are sadly no modifications for this thing. I don't know what you could add as a modification to a jerrycan, but I feel like there should be something, like, I don't know, maybe switching it to some sort of plasma oil or something, I don't know. But I think something like that would be pretty interesting and unique. But sadly, no, you just have the jerrycan, and that is it. Though I gotta admit, it kind of weirds me out not seeing damage here. It's just so strange. I figured it'd be show damage but was 0. No, it's just straight up nothing up there above the ammunition. I actually don't know if I've ever seen that on any of our weapon mods we've looked at. Fun. But yes, overall, it's a pretty weird weapon, and I love it. Now, as for how you do get your hands on one of these lovely things, it's pretty darn simple. Pretty much from the get-go of the game, you just gotta go over to any chemistry station in the world and head down to the utility category to make it. Now you'll notice it seems to create a new utility category. This is my usual standard one, and this just appeared with the jerrycan. So weird there, but okay. Head on inside and you can make the jerrycan quite easily for just some adhesive, cloth, oil, plastic, screw, and steel, and boom, there you go. You'll have lots of fun lighting people on fire. Now the ammunition is oil, but you can't just use the normal in-game oil. You do have to convert it over to oil ammo. And I do actually feel that this is one part that's a little bit overpowered, because one singular unit of oil becomes 100 oil ammo, which is quite a lot, but okay, fair enough. So yeah, as long as you got a handful of oil on you, you can make quite a lot of the oil ammunition. But then again, I mean, with how this weapon works, I guess maybe that's not so overpowered, because you're not just going to be splashing your enemies with a single little blob of oil. Oh no, you'll be creating fuses, but more on that in a moment. First, let's pull out the jerrycan and get to the, fire testing? I mean, again, not entirely sure how to show this thing off, because it's not like a normal gun. We can't just shoot the targets down there, though I do still find it hilarious that there is a aim down sight animation where we're just looking down the nozzle of the jerrycan. But yes, this is a tool that basically sets traps. You shoot oil out into the world, and yeah, that's how this gun works. And then once the oil is there, you then just go to any gun you got, and boom, light it on fire, which works, and it will function like any normal oil that you usually find in the game. It'll keep on burning, adding secondary damage to your enemies for a little while before disappearing. Though, of course, the double-edged sword of this thing, it'll also hurt you, which is never good. But, I mean, hey, what are you gonna do? You got a Jerrycan, and you gotta use it. Now, the best way to use it is with what I was mentioning before, with making those fuses. You just kind of, just kind of spray in the world all sorts of oil, and, to wherever you're gonna be standing, ending where your enemy's hopefully going to be, because really the only realistic way of using this gun effectively is by setting traps, and once you see them at the locale, shoot your bit of oil, and just watch as it goes down and burns them all. Love it. Love it. Yeah, normally I'd be grabbing out a bandit or something to burn with these, but I just don't know how that's gonna go. I will turn on God mode before we try it, though, because otherwise they will probably shoot me to death. But, yeah, let's spawn in a bandit. What the hell? Hi, bandit. Just, I need you to stay right there. There we go. So definitely not an in a firefight sort of gun. This is something you set up traps by using this oil around the world, create your fuse with said oil, and then light it on fire. Now, I do want to jump actually over here to the road, because it is actually something that's amusing you can do with this, is not just set the fires, but also set traps like this. If you have things that do explode in the world, like these cars, you can set yourself up a little pool of oil around them, and then again, make your oil fuse, and fire and wait. And it'll go over there, damage the vehicle, and in a moment, it will go boom. Magnificent. So yeah, there's a lot of fun opportunities that you can have with this particular weapon. Oh god, I can't get back inside without no-clipping. There we go. That's why I never leave our weird little arena. There we are. And also turn off no-clip so I can show the reload animation. Oh yeah, there's lots of possibilities with this gun as a trap tool, and I absolutely love it. And of course, it does have a reload animation, though it is just simply borrowing the flamer animation there. But there you go, you pop it back on, spray yourself some more oil around, and you're good to go to then burn your enemies alive. Fun times. So yeah, that's the Jerrycan mod. Hopefully that explained everything. This is definitely not a normal weapon mod, but still, I absolutely love it, because it's just a fun thing to do, and I don't think we have enough trap weapons in this game. We have, mines and grenades that can kind of be used for that sort of purpose, but this is just a whole new level of that I very much enjoy. So if you'd like to take a look at this mod for yourself, which I'd certainly recommend you go and do, you can have a look at the link in the description of the video as per usual. And that's going to be it for today, my friends. Hopefully you have enjoyed, and you do come back for whatever we're looking at next. But until that time, thank you for watching, and as always, well, have a good one.